Are we still watching the episode?
Please wake up.
I'm unleashing my inner Olajuwan, seeing that he's got no
You
class.
know what?
He drinks wine straight out the carafe. I might as well just take it straight to the head. I'm gonna go put my wine back.
He has to have a girlfriend.
You said we're gonna start off with them then. Might as well.
He's an asshole. He's a real. I don't give him. He's an asshole. I really think if he doesn't have a girlfriend,
then he's just an asshole.
Because I can see him. If he has a girlfriend, I can understand how he's trying to break up with her or make it easier for her when he says no. By saying, if I were her, I would say no. She needs to do all these tips. He's obviously doing the most to selfishly protect her, so to speak.
No,
makes sense.
I don't think.
I think he genuinely cares for Cameron, but I think he genuinely likes her. I think he likes her, but he's trying to protect her by not fucking her.
Yeah,
he's trying to protect her by not bringing her even more deeper the feelings that she already has for him that he set up to have him, the hurdles that she had to overcome, or adjust to what he wanted, even though those were all fool's gold, false notions of what he wants. He was making her jump through hoops just to put hoops so high that she could not jump through. And even though she'll still attempt jumping through those high hoops, putting hoops so high because no one could jump through those hoops. So making it protecting her feelings to a certain extent in a fucked up way.
All right. So first of all, let's just address the elephant in the room. Chris is not sick. He is just luxurious.
Like I'm in a hospital
bed? I had to say that because I don't want people to be like, is he okay?
No,
he's
Chris
not
is
sick.
relaxing. How's that?
Luxuriating on the East Coast where all the three of us are back on the same time, whatever time zone. He's in the lovely city of NYC.
New York.
All I'm going to say is, with regards to Olajuwan, he basically gave her his decision at the end of the episode when they were about to, she was about to leave and go wherever she was, hotel, to spend the night before decision day. He basically gave her his decision. And the shit that he was saying, her face was just so, as if she couldn't be any more dejected. She just looked crushed at what he was saying to her. Like, you got to go with your heart because I'm going to do me.
Right.
Like, I'm going to make this decision.
She's never made it around about them.
I ain't thinking about nobody else. And I don't care what anybody else thinks or what anybody else says. I'm going to do what's best for me. And I hope that he says yes. And she comes back with a flat ass, loud ass, hell to the no.
He's not saying yes.
You done, Tanya?
Go in, Shahida.
Yeah, go ahead, Shahida. Go in.
I have three things. One, I'm just going to jump on what Chris said about how he is trying to protect her. He's too selfish. He's too ignorant. He's too blindsided by his supposedly own greatness to care about somebody else's feelings. You don't care about people's feelings and constantly raise them up and then crash them down every 20 minutes. It's like, it's this emotional, like, what's the word you always use, Tanya? Emotional terrorism?
Emotional terrorism.
He constantly does that. He knows exactly what he's doing. And I don't think he's a kind-hearted enough person to be like, I have this other woman on the side. Because I really, I'm like 80% that he doesn't. I'm thinking that they stay together. I'm like almost a 90% that they are still together. But I don't think he...
Really?
Yeah, I do think that they're still together. We will see in 2 weeks, but I think that they're still together. My thing is with him too. Oh, the second thing was the coach that he was talking to, and that fucking advice that coach basically gave him the green light to be selfish,
Mm-hmm.
to be an asshole. It was nothing about, well, obviously you're not on the same page and you should be on the same page. No, marriage is about compromise.
They are on the same page. It's Olajuwan doesn't want to be.
There was nothing about compromise in what he said to them, what he said to Olajuwan. It was basically about whatever it is that Olajuwan wanted, that's what he should go with. And then Olajuwan goes through this whole big spiel. I like her, I'm attracted to her and everything, and then tears her down on the dumbest things. You have no ground to stand on against this woman. You're making up shit in your head. He's an asshole. The third thing was basically what you both were saying. When I don't think he's going to say no, but when he was telling her, be selfish when you make your decision, because I'm going to be selfish. He knows what he's doing. He can see the look. Okay. If you are in a relationship with somebody and you know that they're in love with you or whatever, and you see their face looking like that, would you not feel like a piece of shit? Or would you feel like I have so much control in this whole situation? It makes my little ass dick feel really good because I have control over this person. He's an asshole, and I fucking hate him.
Along those lines, though.
Well, welcome to the team, Shahida. Finally, because
I've been there for a couple of weeks.
But along those lines, though, I if he was really wanted to be selfish, he'd have fucked her.
But did they?
He might not have game enough. He might not have enough confidence in himself to have.
She wants to have sex with him.
She wants what?
She wants to have sex with him.
She just wants him, period.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if he wanted to be ultimately selfish, he could be leading her on this whole time and fuck her and not give a shit. Does that make sense? He could definitely be Chris
but I'm not
Williams.
agreeing.
He could definitely be Chris Williams if he wanted to be. That's what but he's a dick, but he's trying to hold on to not being a complete dick. Even though he is a complete dick, by saying, I'm trying to protect you from yourself. I'm trying to protect you from me. I'm trying to protect you from me. That's why I'm telling you be selfish. That's why I'm telling you.
Protecting her from him? I don't think so.
He's not.
I'm talking about in his mind. This is what he's thinking. In his mind, he's saying, look, I want to be with this is my theory. He's like, look, I like this girl. She's great. She's not the woman like my girlfriend, what I want. And
his girlfriend must be
trash. I got to do what I want to do on the show. We're going to have fun. But she's not the woman that I really, really want because she's not subservient to me and not cooking and doing all the things I've trying to give her all these tasks for her to do, but she can't do them. And he's using excuses. She's in school. She's doing this. She's doing that. I'm trying to tell you, in his mind, he's trying to protect her from him by setting her up for, I'm going to say no.
No, I disagree. I love you, but I have to disagree. I think that he just has not a goddamn clue what the fuck he wants because he flip-flops on a fucking daily basis. And he flip-flopped with his coach when he was talking to his coach. 1 minute he wants a subservient wife that is basically at home, cooking his meals, cleaning his house, doing whatever. But then he wants a woman that's independent, that has her own job, making her own money so that they can travel and do whatever together. But God fucking forbid if the bitch has all of that. She's submissive to him. She's got her own job, makes her own money, is getting an education and then wants to have a baby and have a family with him. He doesn't get the idea of a family. He doesn't get, he's not a real man, because a real man would marry a woman or be with a woman, you could have kids, get married, and then responsibility is I could be married and have 2-3 kids and then decide and say to my husband, or my husband can decide and say to me, I want to go back to school and get my degree in this. And then as a family, we're like, okay, that's good. And I'm going to support you. If that's what you really want to do as your wife, I'm going to support you. And we're going to hold this shit down. And if I got to do extra to make sure that you get what you get, that's what we do as a family. He doesn't get it. So in my eyes, he's not a real man, because it's all about, I want to travel. I want to do this. I want to go here at a women. I want to do this, that, and the other thing. How am I supposed to do that when she's, fitting to go to, she's getting her associates in business, and then she's going to go to nursing school. That's another 3 years. I mean, what am I supposed to do? He's selfish. Nah, I'm good with that.
What I'm saying, he's giving her impossible hoops to jump through.
It's not impossible hoops to jump through. If he was a real man,
how many women do you know that can be? How many women do you know that can be a subservient, money-making, independent woman that also wants to be to travel and do whatever he wants to say, as well as no one can do it all. No one can do it.
Okay, I was going to raise my hand until you said do what he wants, do what he says. It's not about doing what he says. You can be subservient. You could be a submissive woman to a man and be an independent
and make all the money.
Woman. You could be a hard-working, independent woman and be submissive to a man if this man is being a real-ass man and holding this household down. But what you can't do, what I'm not going to do, is be submissive to you, and you're friggin' beating me down every chance you get with your word.
Not only submissive, I'm saying submissive and cook and clean and do all this kind of stuff.
I can do that. We do that. We are willing to do that, right, Shahida? Put your hand up again. Don't make me look like a fool.
No. I wasn't putting my hand up for that.
No, I'll put my hand up for that. I can do that, and I'd be willing to do that for the right man if he's handling his business. But what you ain't gonna do is browbeat me every little chance you get, and that's what he does with her. It's one thing. I think she'd be willing to do it, even though she's not used to it. I think she'd be willing to do it if he handled it and came at her in a different way, instead of being like, oh my God, you're like a child.
But that's my point.
I'm not trying to raise you.
She's going to school. Right now, it's an impossibility for her to be able to do that. For what he's saying, this is what I want.
No, not really.
She's in school. He doesn't want her to be in school.
She made it very clear to him. She made it very clear to him that wasn't an issue for her. She can do whatever the hell she wants as far as being in the house, handling the household.
He has said, I don't,
and going to school.
I don't want someone.
He doesn't want that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's saying, I can't have a woman who's in school and not making her money if I want to travel in this. I've already done that. I want someone who's already established.
But he's not already established. Shit on her. He's making it seem like it's
for someone in her position to do that, because she doesn't have the money to do it. She doesn't have the degree yet. She has to get the degree to get the job, to get what's due. So
I think she makes more money than he does, though. At her job, I think she makes. What is he doing? He's like what, checking in the sewers?
He works for the city, the state. He does like
and he's checking sewer lines and water lines and stuff like that.
I'm gonna say that he probably makes more than she does, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
For the state too, in pensions.
She works for the state, but she works for pensions. But I would think they probably make the same in salary, but he probably makes a little bit more, because you know how they do that after hours overtime shit. If shit hits the fan, he's got to be out in them streets overtime. And he strikes me as a
something about this submissive thing
all the time.
Can I say something about this submissive thing? Okay. There are women who make all the bank, could be, make all the money and are submissive to men. And
Mhm.
those men, it's a controlling thing because they don't, I mean, like Tanya said, they're not real men. Well, they're not
No.
strong men, rather. And the only way they can be strong is if they have a submissive woman, no matter how much money she makes, because they're able to say, you know, oh, I'm taking care of everything in my household, and you have to do what I say to make this work. I mean, we see that all the time, especially in these evangelical relationships or whatever, even if the woman is making 10 times more than him, you know? My thing is, no relationship that, especially what he's trying to have and what she's trying to have, can make it if he wants her to be 100% submissive. She can't. She's not going to be. She's trying to be. She's trying to be, but she has her little goal, not little goals, but her goals and stuff as well, and that's what she wants to accomplish. And he's using those things against her. I wouldn't be surprised if they were to stay together, that we find out that she's not going to school anymore. I can see her giving up a lot of stuff to be with him. And that's where her submissive, to me, is not something I would ever co-sign to. I don't care what you were doing or what bills you were paying or whatever. You're not going to take away my goals. And I feel that's what he's trying to do.
And
go ahead. What?
Hence where people get, this is where I have an issue with the term submissive.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think people take it out of context. When you say, I'm coming from a different angle. Submissive to me is, I could make all the money in the world and have my husband. We have our household. I can make trillions of dollars more than him or thousands of dollars more than him. It's the term submissive, because I think some men and maybe some women, I'm not going to be, whatever, sexist here. I think people take the term submissive and read into it. Some men mean, when they say submissive, they mean, oh, you're going to clean the house, wash my clothes, make my dinner, and raise the children, and I'm going to go to work, and you're just going to be in the house. That's, no. I think as submissive to me means we're a couple, husband and wife in the house. As the man, you should be the head of the household. You should be making sure that everything is, done. We can pay the bills together. We can cook together. We can clean together. Or I can clean on Monday. You can clean on Tuesday, and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you're the head of the household. Like, I'm not, like, submissive to me doesn't mean you're my parent and you tell me what I need to do. That's not submissive to me. And I think a lot of people take submissive, that term, and they ruin it. And that's why a lot of women are like, when they say submissive, when men are on, we see it online, and men are like, oh, I want a submissive woman, and women are all like, fuck that shit. I ain't being submissive. Don't be submissive to a man.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm saying, I don't like that. I don't like, maybe we have made it negative. I rather you say, you come online and say you want a partner. I don't want to be submissive. A partner, because a partner to me is 60-40 some days, 70-30 some days, 50-50 some days. It doesn't necessarily mean that anybody is over anybody, but there are things that, take precedent, and other people might, take care of it. I don't like the word submissive. And I do think that Katina is submissive. I don't think she really wants to be, but she's definitely fallen into that hole. And like I said, it would not surprise me, unfortunately, if she gave up some goals because of this asshole.
Yeah, because when she said it, and when they were talking, and remember when they were at dinner and he was drinking the wine out of the carafe, like he's supposed to have all this glass, but he doesn't have the wherewithal to fucking pour the carafe into the wine glass and drink it. But I digress. Anyway, whenever she said, I literally sunk. I was watching it in my bed, and I literally sunk more deeper in my bed when she was like, I like the fact that you sometimes you can be tough on me and like mean to me or whatever. And I like that. And I was like, no, bitch, you don't need to like that. That's abuse. That mean shit and she said, it keeps me in line or whatever the fuck she said. It keeps me in line. And I was like, nah, boo boo, that you are seriously in a straight up abuse victim for real though.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if he really wanted to take advantage of it, he would have slept with her. And I think he knew early on she was not going to be the woman that he wanted, so to speak. But he wanted to do the project. He probably has some other woman, and the fact that he made a point of not. First of all, as a man, and that is your wife, there is no reason why you should not be sleeping with that woman. Period.
Amen.
There has got to be a reason he's not sleeping with her. And the only reason I can think of, as we said, is because he has someone else. He has another woman or something, and he's trying to protect that because there is no reason why, if they are married and she looks like that and he's this big whatever, that they should not be fucking. That's the big thing for me. So I'm going, well, if they're not fucking, he's not trying to do it because she obviously wants to.
Oh, for real. Yeah.
So he's making a point of not doing that. And I think that's his way of protecting himself and protecting her from him. That's what I'm
thinking. The only reason he isn't, if I can only think of a reason why he isn't, if he has a girlfriend. And I honestly don't believe that he does. I'm not 100% on that one. I think it's like maybe 60-40 for me that he doesn't. Would be what you said, Chris, is that not that he's protecting her, but that he's protecting the other relationship. If he's not sleeping with her and he has a girlfriend, that's the only reason, is that he's protecting the other relationship. But if he doesn't,
right.
If he doesn't have that relationship and he's not sleeping with her, I'm thinking it's because he has no fucking game.
No, you don't have to have game if Mark doesn't have any fucking game and they've been fucking. You don't have to have any game to sleep with your wife.
Poor Mark.
Sleep with your wife. You don't have. If you are married to a woman,
I can't think of why.
Right, huh?
I can't think of why. You're right. I can't think of why he wouldn't.
Yes, I agree.
There's no other reason. To me,
Yeah.
I'm like, if they are married, they're not dating. This is not a dating show. They are married. They're in the same bed together. You could even like, and she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me you're not going to be like, oh, I want to sleep with my wife. Well, I can sleep with my wife. I mean, she's my wife. I can sleep with her. Why wouldn't I want to? What am I protecting her from? What am I protecting her from?
I don't know. I just can't. I just don't see him as a person who is a protector of any kind.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Even if it's subconscious.
I'm saying whether protecting himself or protecting the other relationship, he's protecting something. If he's not sleeping with her, there's got to be a reason why he's not sleeping with her. It's got to be a reason. There has to be a reason.
And he's never, like, even on the after shows, he's never said why he's not sleeping with her, other than, like, of course, that lame
we're letting her wait. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. So I'm trying to think of, if I see the results or the actions or what's going on, that the fact that he hasn't slept with her, why? That, to me, that's where I have to start with, well, why is not? Well, maybe he wants an emotional connection. That's some bullshit because they have that. Maybe he wants what? Why isn't he not? She wants to. It's not like she doesn't want to. If she was being like, if the whole show and the whole season was, if the whole season was, he was Michael, by saying, I want to be affectionate, I'm trying to get that scene, and Michael's trying to buck. Michael's trying to have sex with his wife, even if she doesn't even want to have sex with him. He still wants to have sex with her, right? Olajuwan, and there's never been a time when he's been like, it's usually the woman who's like, I'm maybe not, Merla, I don't know if I want to sleep with him yet. Jasmina, fine. But usually the men are trying to be fucking. especially if you're married to your wife, and especially if she looks like that. So I gotta come up with some kind of reason, whether I agree with his theory or what he's doing or not. But I gotta come up with some reason why he's not sleeping with this beautiful woman who's into him, and they're married. There's got to be something. Why? Why aren't they fucking? Why aren't they fucking?
I
What?
can't wait for the
She
reunion.
wants. She wants to. He's not a bad looking guy. Uh, he's not pressing it. They're married. Why aren't you fucking her? Why aren't you fucking her?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that she's not pressing it. I'm sure she's probably put it out there.
Right, that's
And he's
even
just not
worse.
biting.
But it's
She's just out there like this, like.
but that's what I'm saying. There has to be.
And he's like not
There
biting.
has to be something. There has to be something.
Yeah.
There has to be something. And the only reason why I keep saying he's trying to protect her because he would be well within his right to have sex with her like Chris Williams did.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're married, okay, well, I'm gonna fuck my wife, sure. She looks good, even though I'm not attracted to her face, even though she's ugly. She's ugly to me. I don't want to have anything. I'm gonna still have sex with her. She's my wife, right? That's what he did. That's essentially what he did.
That's exactly what he did.
She was not what he wanted, but they were married, and I'm like, well, you can't be mad at him for fucking her because they're married, even though he's treating her like a bitch. He's treating her awfully.
Yeah, I don't know. It's perplexing.
If Olajuwon is that selfish, if he's really that selfish that we keep making him out to be a dick, he would have slept with her as well. And we'd all be like,
is that selfish? I don't know why he's not sleeping with her, but he's still very much so selfish and a dick.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but I'm trying the tipping point is what I'm trying to say is making him Chris Williams. The other Chris Williams, not me, goddammit. But
Yes, Lord.
Taking him to that level of real Chris Williams was a real fucking dick. Okay.
Oh, for real.
He was an awful human being and how he treated her. He would want her, but he was well within his right to sleep with her. And keep sleeping with her because she allowed him to keep sleeping with her. He was I can't be mad at him for being married and having sex with his wife because you're allowed to have sex with her. I can't be mad at him. But his selfishness was like, I don't give a shit how she looks. I'm gonna have, but Olajuwon, for him, especially when she wants it, and for him to not sleep with her, he's saying, I've got to protect, whether it's protecting his relationship, his other relationship, but I think it's a point also because he likes her. He's protecting her from, well, I even slept with him too. I honestly think that is a component of, if it's this much compassion that he's having for her, I'm glad he hasn't fucked her, is what I'm saying.
But
you know
is he protecting her from herself, or is he protecting himself by not fucking her in the fact that if he fucks her, she's going to turn into a stage 5 clinger? And then when he's like, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm just coming from.
I agree with you. I think it's a combination of, but the bottom line is he's not sleeping with her. He's not sleeping with, and he could.
But I think it's not protecting her. Your reasoning. I think he's protecting himself. I think he's protecting himself from the wrath of her, and possibly for the fact that if he has sex with her and then he decides he doesn't want to stay married with her, now he's thinking of the ramifications of reunion time, shit down the pike, where now she's going to sit across from everybody and be like, oh yeah, we had sex. And then now he don't want nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but he's still an asshole. He's still going to come off as an asshole. But I'm saying in the long run, whether he sleeps with her or not, he's still going to come off as an asshole at the end of this whole thing.
Yeah.
But if he was really selfish, he would also fuck her.
Amen.
That's what I'm trying to say. So there's a protection, even though it's a weird protection. He's protecting her body from even being more involved. I'm trying to get across the fact that if he's a 98% asshole. If he wanted to be 100% asshole, he would have fucked her too, is what I'm saying. There's 2% of it that he's like, at least I can be like, okay, well, at least he doesn't want her. He's putting her through hoops that she can't jump through, but at least he didn't fuck her.
Right.
That's my point. At least he didn't fuck her to even physically do it as well. You know what I mean?
Let's stop this shit about Katina and Olajuwon at the 30-minute mark because we done talked a whole 30 minutes about these two.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see because I'm still
gonna say that Katina's, if I had to be a betting girl, I'm gonna say Katina says yes. And I'm gonna lean on the side that maybe he'll say yes, but the petty girl in me wants him to say yes and want her to show up looking good and say, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go I'm gonna do me.
Yeah, I'm going with 100%. They both say yes.
Chris?
I'm gonna say he's gonna say no. She's gonna say yes. He's gonna say no.
I hope he says no. Fingers crossed.
I hope he says no.
I just think he's playing a game, and
he's been setting this whole thing up. He's been setting this whole season up for him to say no.
Mm-hmm.
He's been setting this whole thing up because he's given her too many hoops to fucking jump through that are impossible for what he's saying he wants.
Yeah.
What he's saying he wants. Too many hoops.
And he's going to tear her down on decision day and still say yes.
Right.
Oh, Shahida, you said that. Yes, sis. You said that. Yes. I agree with you on that one. I have a feeling he's going to sit on that couch in his fucking high horse talking to the experts, and he's going to friggin' rip her ass and then still say yes. Oh, I hope he says no. I mean, I hope he says yes and she says no.
I hope he says no.
I hope he rips her a new asshole and still says yes and she says no. I'm out. All right. Next, we're done with these two. God,
it's too much. It's too much.
Too much. So let's move on to Mark and Lindsay. I'm gonna start and say that this bitch does not miss a moment to emasculate this man. When it came down to the sperm, testing his sperm, and she was talking about his spunk, he's dehydrated. Oh, I took notes. That's why I'm looking down, folks.
Yeah, go ahead and read them, girl.
Oh yeah, she was like, oh, I'm looking at his spunk and he's dehydrated because it was just, ew. She was just very graphic about his sperm. And I'm just like, really? You put the man in a position where he's at his most vulnerablest moment, and you come out and you're still emasculating him. That's number one. Then she brings up the Velcro sneaker comment, keeps emasculating him when she's at lunch or dinner with her girlfriend. And she's like, oh, he's got a total dad bod. He's going to be a total dad bod person with his Velcro sneakers. Like, he can't even bend over and tie his sneakers. He's going to have Velcro sneakers. And lastly, when they were playing the tag flag football and he got the hamstring pull or the cramp, and instead of being a supportive wife and saying, oh my God, my boo's down, let me go over there and make sure he's okay. He fell down. He fell down like, what did she say? Like a heavy tree in the woods. She's diabolical. She does not deserve that man. Why the fuck is she always emasculating him? I fucking hate her.
I think that's how she probably is in every relationship.
Yeah.
I think that definitely is how she is in every relationship. She has definitely an issue with men. And I don't know if her mom was that way with her dad. So it's easy for her to just get men that she can like tear down. Well, obviously not, because she's had so many men. They obviously is like, you know what, this is not for me, and walk away. But she definitely, I feel like she's definitely that with every man that she's with, and she's the problem, but she'll never ever see it, because in her mind She thinks that she's regal. She thinks that she's high class. It was crazy to me. And that the world and men owe her something for her kindness, her goodness, her putting up with them. There's so much, Lindsay. It's tiring. Just she makes you tired. I get why he's like, you're so much. She's tiring.
I am gonna give her shine now, because as much as I have disdain for her, I have to give her props where I can't believe it, for the first time, I agree with her when she said she didn't want to live in the past. Like when Mark took her to his mom's apartment and he wanted to live there, like that was his end game with her. He wanted to live in that apartment with her. And he was like, oh, he cleaned everything out, but there was like a dresser there that was obviously old. And Lindsay was like, just give me $500 and like a week and I can zhuzh this up. And he wasn't budging with her. Like he wanted to keep everything as is. And she was like, no, we got to get rid of that dresser. And then we got to take up this floor and we've got to do this and do that. And he was not feeling it. I get where she's coming from, because I wouldn't want to, as much as I wouldn't mind moving into my husband's parent or mother's house or apartment, then if that's the case, then I need to put my touches on it. Like
the reason why he did that is because he doesn't want it changed when he says no. He doesn't want it already changed.
I kind of get that, but I was just saying I agree with her on where she was coming from. But I get what you're saying, Chris, in that we already know. Listen, if Mark says yes on decision day, I am legit gonna flatline.
He can't.
And I'm going to the Chick-fil-A in Brockton and blow shit up. That's because all.
There's a real nice girl out there that will take care of him and not make him feel like shit. And when he says, "Don't touch me," do you mind not touch? When he says the first time, do you mind not touching me that way, because you're kind of nervous, and the other, however, going, "Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I didn't know you didn't like that," as opposed to, "Well, that's the way I touch."
No, I'm done. Oh no, it's gonna be. I'm done with you. Done with you.
Yeah, fucking, I can't talk like this, too. But your mat's there in 20 years. She's gonna be like, "Mark, what the fuck is your problem now? This motherfucker."
Oh my God.
In 20 years,
she's gonna be like, "Mark, get the fucking kids up. Marco's not coming home because Mark didn't get the fucking thing done in time. Ugh, I gotta do it my fucking self again. Mark, what the fuck are you doing?"
Exactly how she's gonna be.
You nailed her. That's how I see her. Totally.
And Chris, you're not even from Boston, but you nailed her ass real quick.
Yeah, I don't have anything really.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
I'm tired of them. And I'm going to say that I think that Lindsay's ego is going to say yes, because she's Lindsay. And I am praying that Mark has his moment and he's like, because he's been scared all this time, I think he better sit in front of these experts and say, yeah, no, I'm out. But we never know.
I think they're both going to say no. I think she's going to say no because she knows that he's going to say no. I think he's going to say, they're going to have him go first, and he's going to say no. And to get her reaction, her blow up reaction,
that is true.
Like, well, I don't want to fucking be with you anyway, type of shit. Mm-hmm. That's how they're going to play it. That's how they're going to do. Because if they say let her go first, and say, well, maybe if she says yes.
Yeah, I can see her saying yes.
I would love them letting
let her go first. That's going to be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Who goes first? Because if they let her go first and she says yes, he's going to be like, no. If she says no, he's going to be like, no.
she's gonna blow her lid and she's gonna be like, I'm done. She's gonna do what she normally does. I'm done. I can't believe you brought me here. You could have told me. Yeah. Oh, that's her. You could have told me you didn't want to be with me, and now you bring me here and you know make me look like a fool. Oh yeah, I can see her showing up and showing out, and then on top of that, going in on Cal, Peppa, and what's her
No,
face?
it's only
Viviana.
Cal and Peppa now. Remember, it's only Cal and Peppa now.
There were 3 though in the
No, there's
preview.
3. No, Viviana's there at Decision Day.
Okay, she is there because I thought I saw 3, but I didn't.
I saw the preview, and it's the 3 of them sitting there.
So I don't know where she was all season.
I can see fucking Lindsay going in on all after she goes in on Mark for saying no. She's gonna go in on all the experts and be like, I can't believe you got me this far. I did all this. I did everything you asked me. And here we are.
No, she'll direct all of her anger towards Mark.
Yeah, I kind of feel that too.
All of her anger. She'll because he's already abused.
I don't think anybody's gonna.
He's already abused by him, so he's an easy target for her. And the critics, she won't have any. So they're dismissive of them.
She never attacked them in previous episodes, you know, so it was always directed at him.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see her coming after him. It wouldn't be totally a surprise, you know, but it could, but I don't see it happening.
She's not gonna say yes. Then
this is how we're feeling. We're feeling like Chris right now. I just want to
know,
get back
we're
in the
feeling
bed.
like
I'm
Chris
tired.
right now. Like the fact we're doing this.
Tired.
Neither one of them are gonna say yes.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm thinking Lindsay at this stage. I think Lindsay may say yes, and Mark's.
I'm thinking Lindsay's gonna say yes.
I think Lindsay's gonna say yes too, and Mark's gonna.
The only reason I think she's going to say yes is because I think she likes this turmoil, this conflict, but then she also likes putting him down. I mean, I think that's the kind of relationship that she's always really had.
Yeah.
So it's what she knows. And I think she feels comfortable with that. No matter how many times she threatens to leave, she always threatens to leave. And 2 hours later, she's just like, everything is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she has to be because of the show.
No, I think she does it because that's who she is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's part of her personality, that she likes to fight. And then it's over as soon as you apologize, but you have to apologize, not her.
Yes, agreed.
Anyway, I feel like she's gonna say yes. And Mark, I'm on the fence with because people do dumb shit.
True.
There's no reason for him to say yes, but I'm not saying I feel like he's strong enough to say no. So I'm 60-40 with him.
Let's bang out these last.
I do not like Noi.
Thank you. When I said let's bang out these last 2 couples, because
I do not.
I don't
listen. Noi and Steve. The only thing I can say, the only comment that I have about Noi and Steve, did I make notes? Nope. But the only comment that I have is Steve is a motherfucking hustler, because his girl shows up with the Magnum of Champs. And he just made a motherfucking whole ass commercial for that goddamn diamond jeweler place.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody that was watching, not me, because I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt to prove it. Everybody that's looking to get married or get engaged that watches this is going to that website and looking at that ring and like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. Steve gave himself a whole commercial for that brand. And if he does get that ring, which I don't think he did, or I don't think he is going to, if he does end up getting it, he's getting that ring for free. He ain't paying no money for that goddamn ring.
Well, regardless of what it is, the fact that he's getting her that ring shows that he's still all in.
Exactly.
And she's awful.
She's awful.
Complains about everything, and the dude is being he's such a
basic things she's not
he's like, so I'm gonna. Steve is so cool to me that
I
he's like,
love
okay, you don't want to live together? That's fine. Let's talk about that. Don't you think it would change how it is? It's going to change. Nah, I don't know. I mean, I want to have my independence. Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be strange for us not living together. It's a step back, don't you think? Well, and I just have to come to those. But at least he's saying the things that need to be said. She's not communication. She's awful. She's
It's like
awful.
talking to a 10-year-old. You
Thank
know,
you.
she has no argument for anything. She has no real reason not to live with this man after living all this time. She has no leg to stand on,
I
but
want to have
she's
someplace to
making up
go.
stuff.
I want to have someplace to go. I mean,
What I really wish that Steve would have said to her, which if I was Steve,
Besides, fuck you.
here would be my response to her. You want to live separately. Great. You can stay in your apartment. I can live in mine. But listen to me. When shit goes south, don't call me. If something breaks or if you need something done, don't call me. Call your maintenance man, call your landlord, do whatever, because yes, I'm your husband. I'll do that. If we live together, I'm gonna make sure that shit's fixed and shit's repaired. Whatever the fuck needs to be done is done. But you chose to live independently of me, and I'm living independently on my own. Don't call me with that bullshit. We can go on dates.
what's the point? What's the point of being married if you can't?
Exactly. She has no clue. So why is she so adamant about living independently?
Like I get it when some people say, like, you know, especially if they marry somebody and they're like, my job is 2 hours away and I have an apartment. I get that.
Yeah.
She has none of that. She has no leg to stand on. She's just
She's just not trying. She's just not willing to give up her life.
selfish.
And
She's
it's
stupid,
not like she has this
immature.
amazing life. She acts like she has this frigging amazing, spectacular life. She's living in a fucking studio apartment.
Yeah,
And
I don't see
she's
what their
living in a
attraction is,
studio
but I
apartment.
100% believe they both say yes.
I
Well,
think
she would want to say that. She better say yes.
I
feel
think
it's
for her
she's
sake.
going to say. I think she's going to say yes. I think he's going to have a heart to heart with his family and his inner circle. And I pray to God. I think he's still going to say yes because I really still think he's in love
I think
with
he's
her.
definitely gonna say
But
yes.
I hope that somebody gets in his ear. Somebody in his inner circle needs to get in his ear that he trusts and respects and says to him, "Bruh, you got to let that bitch go."
And can I just have one petty moment?
Yes, because I'm gonna.
And I don't like to do this, but I'm gonna do it because I don't fucking like her.
Go ahead, Bill.
I have complicated skin. I have complicated skin.
See me what I'm doing?
This
Same.
bitch's skin. I don't know what you need to do, but you need to take some of his money and figure this shit out.
She needs
Because-
fuck the fucking ring. He wants to spend what somewhere's up to what that ring that he showed that he designed for her somewhere's up between $3,000 and $6,000. Take that money, go to the dermatologist and get her ass a prescription to Accutane because her skin is so.
Something.
When I saw that shit, all I thought, and I'm pulling my clinical background, that is Accutane. That needs Accutane. I'm not saying I got the best skin, but that shit right there was terrible. She needs Accutane.
She needs something. And I'm gonna go with what you said because you have a clue. And it's like,
but again, when you are looking at that, and I'm gonna be friggin' sexist right now. You are not in a position to have that type of attitude, ma'am, and have all these expectations, ma'am, when your whole grill looks like a goddamn grill. Not sorry. Fuck that. She is. Listen. out there expecting all this and a whole bucket of chicken and living independently from her man and wants her man to do everything, have a job, pay the bills.
Allow the dog on the bed that he said he didn't want.
Thank you. What? What'd you say?
Allow the dog on the bed that he said he didn't want.
Exactly.
Still compromised, and now the dog is on the bed.
There's no compromise with her. So you are not in a position to have your face looking the way that it looks.
Okay,
and
stop,
make
honey.
demands.
Stop.
And I'm sorry to all my skin suffering people out there that have dermatological problems. I get it. But what you ain't gonna do
is be an asshole.
Is be an asshole. Thank you, Shahida. Is be an asshole and demand shit when your grill looks like a whole ass cheese grater.
Okay.
So wait a second. So if I had to reimagine.
Oh my God, that was funny.
And I haven't even had my edible yet. I can't wait to end this shit so I can eat my edible.
If we can reimagine this, would Katina and Sean and Steve be a good match?
Oh,
I
would like it. I would like it because you know why? He would be so supportive of her and whatever it is she wanted to do. He will be a partner to her. It would, to me, I think, it would be a really good match. I would love that for her. I would love that for her.
Or what about, and we'll just saunter into the next couple. What about Katina and Michael?
I feel the same. He would be a good support for her.
I don't think he has enough edge for her too. I think she likes.
No, I disagree on that one. I think he has. Well, then again, no, you're right because she
likes a little bit of abuse edge.
Yeah.
Not abusive.
That's why she's attracted to Olajuwan.
Remember,
Olajuwan gives her that little edge.
No, yeah, yes, you're right, Chris. That Katina said to him that she likes that whole meanness because it keeps her on her toes. And remember last week I said that I think the reason why Jasmina is not attracted to Michael is because he's just there. Like he doesn't give her that aggressiveness. Maybe she's used to the dude that's like, come here, girl. No. I think Jasmina might fare well with an Olajuwan. Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so. I think she cuts his ass out.
You're right. Chris, you're right.
He wouldn't be able to do that to her.
Katina
would cuss his ass out.
He would shut that down.
Yeah, I just shut myself down. Katina wouldn't do good with Michael either because Michael is he's just a love. He just wants to be in love and he wants to be like a little soft man. Listen, if he wasn't,
Steve is not he's not a tough character.
I don't think he's a soft dude. I think
I don't think he's soft, but I don't think he's as aggressive. But he's my kind of dude. Hey, if Michael wasn't old enough to be my son, I'd be all over him.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just can't cut his beard because we already know if he cuts his beard, he's gonna look like he's 10. No,
that's for true.
But I could see.
You can see Steve and Katina.
I could see Steve and Katina.
But how could you see Steve and Katina and not? Because I feel like Mike and Steve are kind of like.
Steve's more mature. Michael's the reason why Michael's the way he is because he's not. If Michael in 5 or 6 or 7 years is going to be much hardened, much more. I know what I want. I know what I'm going to take.
True.
He'd be able to handle Jasmine. Jasmine needs an older dude to be able to be like, no, if you're not attracted to me, fine, but don't act this way.
Yeah.
He would be more apt to put his foot down or know more. Michael's still Michael has not embraced. He hasn't said, "Look, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. I'm sorry. Get used
Yeah.
to it or not." He's more like, "Okay, well, I'm going to try to work on our communication. I'm going to try to work on this." He's more partner mode of like this, that, and the other. But Jasmina needs someone to be like, "No, no, no, don't. What are you doing? No, don't do that."
I don't know what she needs. I'm trying to figure it out.
She
I
needs
just
someone
don't.
to be
Yeah.
a little more
Well,
like,
good luck. Good luck,
"What are you doing?"
Jasmine.
Yeah,
But here's the thing with
Good
me
luck.
with her. Here's the thing with me with her. This is the only thing. First of all, I got to give Mike a shout out because when they went to Arthur Murray Dance Studio, he rolled up in there with them slacks and that shirt. He looked like a hot buttered biscuit. Girl, when he walked in, I was like, okay, Michael. I felt like a predator because I was like, ooh, I was like jonesing over this young man, but he looked good. She looked good too with her little dress, whatever. But my issue with Jasmina is after all this time, there's no attraction. Like,
no,
I don't understand
no.
how, like, you could be with somebody and if I don't get that. I may not want to have sex with you, but I might have an attraction there. And the level of attraction might amp itself up. But the fact that she's feeling nothing is like, girl,
I mean, I get it. I get it. You
I think
just,
she's physically not attracted to him. Period.
yeah. I mean,
He's not tall enough. He's not big enough. I bet you she dated ball players. I bet you she was. I bet you she had ball players with money.
yeah.
that
And she
lived in
was
another state that would rocking and doing their own thing.
yes,
And flying her out and showing her the world,
and having
showing
money,
her
or
the
and she's like, okay, well, I can deal with him being this way because he has money or he has
yeah.
swagger. I think that's what you know. Yeah,
It's just sad because he's a good dude, and I hate to see a good man turn into a dick because of a simple bitch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't. I didn't learn anything new. I didn't feel any different about her.
she
I
ain't into him.
felt, huh?
She just ain't into him.
No,
No.
she's not. And like I said, I
And
get it. Sometimes there could be a perfect guy for you, and for whatever reason, like I said, she blocked him long time ago,
yeah,
and she's just not. But it's immature, I feel, on her part because this is not a dating situation. This is a marriage situation, and you should have
right.
given it your complete all. And I don't feel like she didn't. I felt like in the beginning, somewhere, she just said no, and then that was it. Because we all go back to the first season with Jamie. She said no, but then she went on with the process and she did it. So,
Yeah.
and you wanted something different for your life, and they gave you something different, and you turned your nose up at it.
Right.
Good luck. Good luck.
I think she has. I think she has tried to get past it. She just can't get past it. I
And
mean,
I'm still
I feel like she has done some of the work or really try to, and they have grown a good friendship relationship. She's not a dick to him at all. She's not really mean to him at all. She's not a
Mhm.
dick. She's just not into him.
I think they're going to be friends.
Yeah.
They'll be friends forever because that's
Oh,
what he
I don't
said with
think
this.
so.
I didn't sign up for this like we're friends. I didn't sign up to make a friend. I think they'll still be friends because at the end of the day, look, Shahida, and Chris, it's the social media thing. So I think they'll still be friends because your likes are gonna like me and vice versa, what have you. I think that I still am thinking that on decision day, they're going to be the only couple that shows up and collectively, like when they look at Michael or whoever or Jasmina first and says, do you just are you going to decide to stay married or get a divorce? I think those two are going to collectively, I hope it's a first, that they're going to collectively come together and say to the experts, as it just doesn't work out. We're just friends. So we're going to decide to divorce. instead of making it, dramatic like they want. But, again, it's the network and it's TV drama. So I'm assuming they'll get the dramas out there.
They're just not. She's just not.
And we gotta wait a whole fucking 2 weeks because next week I saw the preview. Next week is the friggin' they're bringing all the old people back. Gil, what's her name?
I'm actually interested in seeing it. It looks good. I'm interested in seeing it.
I saw who was coming and I was like, ooh, I got to see that shit.
Out of all the episodes we have seen, this is what I'm looking forward to.
Right. So it'll be interesting. I just hope it's not 2 hours long. I hope it's like an hour, maybe
32 hours.
An hour, but it's probably
it's gonna be 2. I want to hear what Mika has to say. I want to know what he's up to after her whole bit with it was Michael, another Michael, right?
I don't like Mika's attitude. Mika had an attitude.
And what was our girl?
No, she had a little snake attitude. Even though
I
Michael
liked Mika.
He had a snake attitude because this man was lying to her.
Yeah,
but her straight ass face. He was a stone cold liar.
She wasn't all that. I didn't like. I don't know.
Doesn't matter if she was all that or not in the face and in
no,
the
I'm
body.
talking about. I didn't say all. I was going to say all that nice. I don't think she was all that nice. Even though I understand. Yes, I just didn't. There's something about her I didn't embrace.
I can get it. I liked her, but I felt like, for me, especially the little things that he was lying about, but when he ever showed her a W-2 and it was just like fake, all my niceness would have been gone. I'm like, this man is going to lie to me about whether the sun is out, and I'm looking at it.
Child, please, remember when he was like, he owned the yoga studio? Like he owned everything.
And he did this all the time.
When she shows up, remember when she shows up to support his fucking ignorant ass?
Remember he did this?
And she's like, oh, he's the owner of the yoga. And they're like, nah, he just works here. He's a yoga instructor, whatever. And she's like,
was he a yoga instructor? I don't even think he did yoga.
I don't think he was a yoga instructor. I don't even know what he did. He wasn't anything that he's told her she was. And again, don't you ever put me in a position where I'm embarrassed. Like, I'm showing up as your wife. I'm showing up to be like, I'm here to support my boo. He owns this. He's doing this. And then I walk up in that shit and they're like, nah, all that Negro does is scrub the toilets and he's the janitor. Because that's what he was. He was the goddamn janitor.
I think he said that he was a yoga instructor.
Yes.
He didn't say he owned it. He said he was a yoga instructor, but everything else you said, 100% true. They came in and it's like, no, he does not work here.
Yeah, I didn't like that couple at all.
Nope.
But that was a good season, though.
Oh, it was a good season. Yes, it was. That was a one.
And I actually look forward to Michael shenanigans.
Is he going to be on? He's not going to be on there again.
I don't know.
No. Michael's not going to be on there, but Mika's going to be on there. It's going to be Mika, Gil. I can't remember.
There was a lot of seats in there.
Who was the girl that was married to Christopher Williams?
Her?
Oh.
What was her name?
She's on there. I saw it. I saw the previews.
I can't think of her name.
But there was another.
Be able to call bullshit.
Yeah, but then there was another couple that must have been a season I didn't see because it was a white couple, a man and a woman, and he in the previews he was like, I hope that when he's talking about Olajuwan and Katina, he's like, I hope that doesn't last because he's like, he has the potential to be a serious abuser. And I was like, thank you.
But we don't know who he was talking about, though. I assumed it was them, but you know,
come on now. Who else could he be talking about?
Yeah, but that's how they do, though. They do that where it's kind of like they'll set it up as in like like when in the clip they'll say, "Has Jasmine?" I just don't. He just doesn't make me, wet. But that was a clip from when he was talking about something else.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
You know what I mean? So
that is true.
I'm trying to
listen, the fact that Lifetime, I'm going to give you a shout out, Lifetime, and I'm going to at your ass on social media because why wasn't the crew invited to the table? I
I would
mean,
love to break
I could
them
see
down.
the three of us, beaming in
my
or
God.
showing up and being like, "Hey, let me give y'all our 2 cents, or let us give y'all our 2 cents." I'm just saying.
They were horrible. This was the
Are
worst
you
damn
in
season.
or
I'm
are
so
you
glad
out?
it's over. I'm so glad. But I do want to see who chooses who, but I will be fast forwarding. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear commentary. I don't want to hear nothing. Just you
True
staying
that.
together? No? Okay. Click, click, click.
Yeah.
Are you in or
And
are you out? So
I
the
know
next
I said last week that I was going to go to Chick-fil-A, but I promise y'all I'm going to Chick-fil-A this week and I'm going to seek out Mark the Shark and I'm going to be like, "Hey, Mark."
Okay.
I want to know what the
All
preview
right.
is for the next one.
All right,
You
guys.
looking
Well,
at the
listen, we
No,
got
look at
some
the
shout
preview.
outs. Wait,
I want to see who was on the next show.
before we leave, we
Who?
got to give a couple of shout outs. I feel like the
Say happy
airplane.
birthday to my baby. He's May 1st born today, Darius.
Happy birthday, baby girl.
It's my other baby.
Happy birthday.
That's Autumn. No, it's Darius's birthday
There's
today.
the birthday.
Oh, it's Darius'
It's
birthday.
Sasha's birthday too.
Who?
Sasha, my niece.
Oh, get Mayday
Hey,
baby.
Sasha.
Mayday
Happy
baby.
birthday, Sasha. And we have to give a shout out to Mama Williams. Go ahead, Chris. Talk about the award that Mama Williams got.
Oh my
It was an award. It was actually
Oh, it was an honor. It was
my
an honor.
sister and I had set up an endowment for under my mom's name for her birthday, and this was the first inaugural concert of the scholarship that set up for a vocal performance. So this was the first performance of the girl who received the scholarship.
Wonderful.
That's
Wonderful.
nice.
And Mama
Nice
Williams
video too, and pictures.
fabulous as always. And if you don't know what Mama Williams looks like, you better go to Chris's IG and see, because Mama Williams is all the goals for real though. And I'm gonna give. Oh wait, is that Darius?
No, Darius is not here. He's at home. He had a party yesterday.
All right. So we'll have to get Darius next time on his birthday, or give him a happy birthday. But I'm gonna end it with I gotta give a shout out to my niece, Lainey Shay, as we call LT. She is doing the damn thing with her rowing crew team. What are you doing? Oh, here we go.
What you doing?
He's like, and she got, not only did her rowing crew win their match, but my niece got I think I should have pulled it up, but I'm not going to do it now. But she got like the Dean's Award of like Sportsman of the Year.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes. And she is going to be 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, she's going to be rowing in Philadelphia. I'm not going to be there, but I'll be there in spirit. And she is just doing the damn thing. Oh,
girl, I would love to go to Philadelphia with you.
I know I might be. I would have gone, but I got to babysit the dog. I got to babysit the family dog. So, but
I gotta jump. I gotta jump. I'm sorry.
All right, there we go.
All right, bye guys. See you next week.
Love you guys. Bye. Oh my god, I got to end progress.